right, let's talk about the insane gauntlet Sung Jin-Woo is facing right now. As the world's only hunter who can actually level up, he's pushing his power to the absolute edge. But, his motivation isn't what you think. It's not about fame or glory. It's way, way more personal.
And that right there, that's everything. Forget the titles, forget the power. This one line just cuts through all the noise. It is the single, raw engine driving every single monster he kills, every level he gains. This isn't some grand adventure for him. It's a flat-out, desperate race against time to save his mother.
So what's the tangible goal here? Well, it all comes down to a legendary cure, this mythical item called the Elixir of Life. And to make it, you need 3 impossibly rare ingredients. And he is so close to getting that last one. Okay, so check this out. He's already done the hard part twice. He got the World Tree Fragment from Avarice on the 50th floor and the Echo Forest Spring Water from Methusan on the 75th. 2 down, 1 to go. He can almost taste it. But that final piece? It's locked behind the single toughest challenge he's ever faced. And how does he get that final piece? By throwing himself into the Demon Castle, a brutal 100-floor dungeon where the only path forward is literally paved with the bodies of his enemies. It is a pure, unrelenting grind. And here's the number. Just let that sink in for a second. 10,000. That isn't just a high score to beat. That's the body count he has to hit. To clear this quest and even get a shot at the final ingredient, he has to collect 10,000 demon souls. The scale of that is just mind-boggling.
And this pretty much captures his entire mindset, right? When he's faced with this impossible number, his response is just pure ice-cold resolve. He literally thinks to himself, whether it's 10,000 or 10 million, I will kill them all. There's no hesitation, no doubt, just the grim acceptance of what needs to be done.
This chart gives us a perfect snapshot of where he is in this whole ordeal. 75 floors down. He is deep in enemy territory, having carved a bloody path through most of the castle. But those last 25 floors, that's where the real nightmares are waiting. He's on the home stretch, but it is absolutely the most dangerous part of the race. But hey, all that grinding comes with some pretty sweet rewards. This isn't just for XP. He's picked up these incredibly powerful accessories that actually form a set, giving him a huge power-up. The Sphere of Avarice literally doubles his mage's firepower. And he's even found another one of those mysterious cursed random loot box keys. Every boss he drops just makes him that much stronger for the next one. But here's the kicker. This is so important. For all his godlike power, he's still human. He's completely alone in there, his supplies are running low, and he promised his sister he'd only be gone for a week. So this isn't just a fight of strength, it's a desperate race against the clock. His immense power is being checked by a very real, very human problem. Now, even though he's in this totally solitary struggle, Jin-Woo isn't really alone in the grand scheme of things. While he's cut off from the world inside that dungeon, the connections he's made on the outside are stronger than ever. And this quote from his loyal partner Yoo Jin-ho just says it all. Jin-Woo, in his own quiet way, has become the protective older brother that Jin-ho always needed. I mean, he didn't just save his life multiple times. He gave him the confidence to stand up for himself. It's this really powerful, grounding friendship in a world that's just pure chaos. Okay, and here's where the story takes a wild turn. While Jin-Woo is completely off the grid, fighting for his life in a hidden dungeon, the entire rest of the world is desperately trying to find him. He's become the most wanted hunter in the country, and he has absolutely no idea. I mean, just look at this. The top guilds are making massive plays for him. You've got the White Tiger Guild actively trying to pinpoint his location. And then the super powerful Eugene Guild has basically made recruiting Jin-Woo a condition for Eugeno to become their next guildmaster. Jin-Woo's loyalty has become the biggest prize in the entire game. And that's not just some mid-level manager talking. That's a direct order from the chairman of the Eugene Guild himself. He's using Jin-Woo's friendship to try and secure Jin-Woo. It just goes to show you how valuable he's become. He's not just another strong hunter anymore, he's a strategic asset that could tip the entire balance of power. But while the world's most powerful people are playing this high-stakes game of chess, all trying to acquire one man, a catastrophe is about to walk onto the scene and just flip the entire board over. Something new and something terrifyingly powerful has just emerged from the shadows. Meet Il Hwan Sung. This guy appears out of thin air with an unbelievable story. He says he was trapped inside a gate for an entire decade. He doesn't show up in any hunter database, he's a total mystery. And he brings with him a very, very dark warning.
And that is his chilling message. He's not just some lost hunter who found his way home. He's a harbinger. He's warning that everything humanity has faced up to this point, all the S-rank gates, the giant monsters, that was all just the opening act. An ultimate catastrophe is on its way, and he says almost no one is strong enough to stop it.
So naturally, the authorities don't just take his word for it. They bring in their own S-rank powerhouse, a guy named Mr. Huang, to get some answers. So you've got this clash of titans, one of the strongest known hunters in the world versus this complete unknown. But when Huang makes the fatal mistake of threatening Il Huansung's family, well, things escalate really, really fast.
So here's the bottom line. It wasn't even a fight. It was a blowout. An S-rank hunter, a person who can literally level city blocks, was defeated almost instantly. That one moment just completely shatters the known power scale in their world. This new guy, Il Huansung, isn't just strong. He's on a level nobody has ever seen before, and he sets a terrifying new benchmark for the threat that's coming.
And that really brings us to the final huge question, doesn't it? Jin-Woo was grinding through his own personal hell to get strong enough to save one person he loves. But now, with a world-ending threat waking up, you have to ask, is the power to save his mother going to be enough to save everybody else?